Hey guys, hey yo. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Welcome back to a brand new episode of I'm back from the UK. Chloe and I got home last night. The jet lag is holding off just a little bit, so I'm trying to keep as busy as possible, catching up on an Etsy order, doing a custom collectible, and obviously want to do a bit of coverage on this. Now, I initially did not cover the original version of this particular piece, so we're going to be checking out the 1/3 scale Prime 1 Studio Batman Forever Sonar statue, but with a different paint job this time around. I originally was very tempted to pull the trigger on the original version that came out, I think last year, and I held off, and with good cause, because I saw the in-hand pictures, videos of the statue, and it just looks way too silver. There are going to be some folks out there that are all for that, they love that, but the Sonar paint job is a really tough nut to crack. It's one of those things where it shifts a lot under certain lighting conditions, much like the suits from Batman and Robin with those ice blues. But for the most part, the Sonar suit is this subtle gunmetal gray with a bit of silver mixed in. Even at certain points, the suit looks like a matte black. But this particular version of the Prime 1 Studio Sonar suit is called the Night Color Edition. Not only are they going to be doing the Sonar suit version of Val Kilmer, but they're also going to be doing the updated night color version of Robin from Batman Forever. So they also released a Robin statue last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. And look, they look pretty good for the most part. The sculpting looks pretty on point. It was just the paint jobs on both statues that was a little bit off-putting. So if you are new to the Yay or Nay series, what we do is check out action figures, vehicles, props, statues, all that jazz, whatever scale. If it just interests me and I definitely want to talk about it, I'm going to cover it. Check out what comes inside the box, the tailoring, the sculpting, paintwork, all stuff like that, and see if indeed is worth a yay or a nay at its price point. So I'm on the Prime 1 Studio website, starting off with the gallery, and right off the bat, get it, I love the updated paint job or the alternate paint job. Again, this is the night color edition. I think this looks leagues better than the original paintwork of the original version that came out. I think it just hits the right tones under different lighting conditions, and they're trying to emulate the lighting from Batman Forever with the blues, the greens, obviously, you know, in reference to the Riddler. And it also comes with the alternate Sonar Vision head sculpt and alternate hands. So if we go through, I mean, look at that. It is shifting a little bit in terms of the color, but to me, this just seems way more on point and way more accurate. So you see there, we've got swappable parts. So just one regular looking hand, and then the hand with the Batarang, and then the LED illumination with the Sonar version before he throws that Batarang at the Riddler's head at the end of the film. Now, in terms of the sculpt, it's pretty close to Val Kilmer. It's pretty dead on, especially Val Kilmer in the Sonar cowl. Like, the Sonar cowl is quite a big sculpt, and I guess you could say it almost like engulfs Val's head when he was wearing it. I think the Sonar suit, I wouldn't say it doesn't get enough love, but I would have loved to have seen it have more screen time in the film. And it's a great static pose, just that nice neutral museum pose. If anything, you could go with a nice little custom cape. This one does seem a little bit thicker for the scale. Like, it is 1/3 scale, and that is huge. But at the same time, you know, I feel like a good custom cape could go a long way. But even the lighting right there, like, that just looks so much more accurate. That paint work is reading so well in terms of emulating the original Sonar suit color from the film. I think if anything, like, look at that. I love the satin finish on this suit. That right there looks terrific. Like, even that's a great shot of the head sculpt. Now, in terms of the base, I love it. You got some bats hanging off there, and it's very Batman Forever themed, especially when it comes to the aesthetic of the Batcave in the film. If anything, I would have had that back logo on the front. I feel like that is very iconic for Batman Forever. Just that particular emblem with those lines, those Art Deco hard edge lines, as opposed to, you know, just the regular bat symbol. I think that could have done well on the front of the base. Now, here we have a sneak peek of Robin. It says coming soon. You see the boys together. Like Batman, the paint job on this particular Robin, which is also the night color edition, looks leagues better and just seems to read well on camera and looks pretty damn screen accurate in terms of emulating the paintwork on the screen used suit. So I think he looks great too. I wouldn't exactly make this a certain addition. This should have just been right off the bat and stock standard, quite frankly. I think also apart from the cape, there's just a funny kind of texture going on with the gloves. Like I get that the gloves and the boots are leather, but the gloves and the boots kind of look a bit different from the suit in terms of a finish, if you see what I mean. I don't know if they're overly sheen compared to the suit or just the texturing on them. I think the grain is just a bit too much in terms of the scale. And that's me nitpicking, but you can see right there, it's quite a distraction from the rest of the suit, where for the most part, those boots on Kilmer's screen used suit are quite smooth. And for the gloves as well, like it's a very fine grain leather. See right there, it just looks a little bit distracting and doesn't kind of fit in with the fins and the rest of the armor. I mean, look at that. That's a great shot. Another great shot. Pretty good profile. Looks a little bit different to Kilmer there, but the front on shot, like there, that's Val Kilmer in the Sonar cowl, through and through. And you see there the way they've engineered the cape, how it folds over, and they've sewn it so it kind of tucks under the cowl and kind of locks all in together. So it comes with 2 swappable heads, standard Sonar activation mode with built-in LED, 2 right hands, fist and Sonar Batarang, Batman Forever themed base. So let's check out the price. So this is in USD, $1,499, and I'm assuming that is not with postage. I've never bought directly through Prime One before, but if they're anything like Sideshow, the shipping is added on later. So that in AUD equates to $2,211.05. So when it all comes down to it, given the fact that, in my opinion, this paintwork seems a lot more screen accurate than the original version. So if we check out the bonus version, that's the original version that they released, and it just looks way too silver. There are some people that may dig that love that, and I know the Sonar suit is vastly different to the Panther suit, but when you see footage of this in hand with people that have bought it, it is very almost Arctic looking. See, to me, that needs a nice mist of a gunmetal gray or something just with a bit of a black pigment in it, just to kind of dial back the harshness of the silver. Still a great look, but not exactly on par with screen accuracy for the Sonar suit. And that's $1,399. We are talking about the night color edition today. So like I said, given the fact that in my opinion, this has a much more screen accurate paint job, glove sculpting and boot sculpting aside, and just given the sheer size of it, like 1/3 is a big scale. I think it just comes in at a yay. Like this is nostalgia at its finest if you're a 90s kid and you grew up with Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. It'd be interesting to see what the shipping is. Like I remember when I ordered my Prime 1 half-scale Batfleck statue from Sideshow years and years ago. Shipping was astronomical, so much so I had to pay 270 AUD import tax. And I remember I got a call from FedEx one time. I was at the gym and I thought it was a joke. I thought someone was having a lend to me and they're like, we're not going to release until you pay. I'm like, fine. I was on a treadmill and I was so cranky. I got my card out and I'm like all stroppy on the treadmill. But yeah, guys, I definitely think it just comes in at a yay. It's a damn good sculpt. It's a damn good representation of Val in the cowl. I didn't intend to do that. And also it's limited to 100. So I think it goes up a couple of notches now that it's in the yay category. So guys, with that being said, drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts on the Prime 1 Studios 1/3 scale Val Kilmer Sonar Suit Night Color Edition. If you do have the original version, let me know what it's like in hand. Like I've obviously seen footage and photos and stuff like that, and it is really silver. It could just be harsh lighting from what I've seen, but this just seems to hit that perfect medium. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.